this episode of Carnage, we're going 8s with the Mazda. And just for a bit of deja vu, here we are again at Heathcote Park Raceway with the MX5. So it has been a big week. Monday we pulled the engine out, we pulled it down, we saw that it had the oil pressure relief valve sitting in the bottom of the sump, but we thought we can't trust that motor, so let's build another one. So the last couple of days we've been building a motor, getting it in the car. We dynoed it last night. It made 650 rear wheel horsepower, the most power it has ever made. Last time we were out here, we had 580 rear wheel horsepower and ran 9.2. And I think if we hadn't lost our oil pressure, we would have got a 9.1. However, yeah, I think we're going 8s today because we've got all the power. Yeah, we're just out of turbo. We can't feed any more boost. It's got 25 pounds boost. That's as much boost as the turbo will give us. But I think we have the power to go 8s today. So let's try and do that. For the first run, what I'm going to do is just go on a 3,500 RPM launch, take it a little bit soft. Don't know what the car's like with this new power, so we'll take it easy on the first run, and then if everything's all good, then we'll send it. Well, that felt pretty good for a soft run. Alright, took it pretty easy, so how'd we go? Well, there's a PB. Not bad for an easy run. Jeez. Nice. So I took that one pretty easy on the launch, about 3.5 grand off the launch. Just, I wasn't sure it was going to stick. It's quite cool out here today, so I wasn't sure it was going to hook up. It hooked. 136 60 footer, 587 to half track, 116 mile an hour to half track too, which was pretty good. 922 148. So yeah, that's a PB for the car of 148.7, because I think our previous mile an hour best was 147.7. So we're up a mile an hour on that, and we've done a 922 versus the previous 926 best. But anyway, there you go, have a look.
Another PB, 912, so we're getting down on there, 149.3, so creeping up on it. Let's go check it over and then we'll send it again. So there we have it, another PB, 912, 149.3 mile an hour, so everything on this time card is a PB for this car. 118 mile an hour to half track. That's moving. It's doing really good. So I guess we pack the chute and I just send it a bit harder. Gotta have to. Here we go again. Alright, we're all belted in. Run number 3. Scotty just has to send it just that little bit harder. So we'll see how we go. He's hoping. Short shifted though, so I don't know that that's going to be an 8, but wow, that was the launch. I just shifted at 6 instead of 6.5, so I don't know that that'll be an 8. Damn. PB again, 905, 150 mile an hour
with a 131 60 foot. That launch was amazing. Oh my God. But I short shifted and that's what stopped it from being an 8. Let's call it down and let's go run that 8. So how was that launch? Wheels up. I mean, it was fantastic, except I didn't have the steering wheel straight when I touched down, so it shot off towards the wall when it touched down, and I'm like, straighten it up, and then I'm like, oh, need to shift. And I shift, I'm like, oh no, that's at 6. I need 6.5. And then, you know, it powered through the top end. Mid-track, it's doing 119 mile an hour. Top end, 150 mile an hour, 0.7, 150.7, and 905 with a 131 60 foot. I mean, this thing is going 8s, but it's making us work for it. But still, how's that? PB after PB after PB. The next one, it's gonna be an 8. So we've got Zane plugged into the computer. He's going to work his magic. I'm leaving it totally up to him what he wants to do. I've said maybe raise the rev limiter. He's like, not sure if I want to do that, but I'm like, you do what you think is right. So that's what he's going to do, and we'll see what happens. I think I let the button go too early. See what happens, I guess. Yeah, I let the button go too early, I think. Damn it! Yeah, 14460. Damn it! felt like it could be the one. Wow. This thing is fast. Yeah. She's a fast little car. Cool fun. So much fun. Oh, okay. Let's go see what happened. Oh wow. 905 at 151.7, so mile an hour's there. 60 foot was 135, so half decent, but that was the difference, the 60 foot. It just, wow, 120 to half track. Why was that not an 8? It should be an 8. Why is it not an 8? Oh my God. All right, let's give it one more crack. This may be the last run of the night because their headlights, for whatever reason, aren't working. Don't know why. Don't really care. Can't fix it at the moment. But we've run 905 twice. This time I'm just going to send it a little bit harder, see if we can get that 8. But I think, yeah, this might be the last run of the night because I'm not racing in the dark. Not with this thing. But anyway, all right, send it. One last time, get that 8. So we've decided we're going to do one last pass because I worked out what I'm doing wrong. I released the trans brake button, but I'm not mashing the pedal at the same time. I'm releasing the trans brake and then sort of squeezing into the pedal. I'm like, of course it's going slow. I need to, and it varies. Some runs obviously I've like just fed the power in and just gone into it. That run, because I brought the RPM up to a certain point, I held it and then released the button and I'm still holding it. And no wonder it's going slow because it's still at like 4,200 RPM. I need to be like foot to the boards. Anyway, so I worked out what I'm doing wrong. Now we need to do it right. run. I did better with the mashing of the pedal, but I don't think I was quite there when I released the button. Oh well, we're just gonna have to call it there for the night. All right, we'll head back to the pits and wrap this up. So we've got 7 time slips there. The best of 905, which we've done twice. Best mile an hour, 152 mile an hour. So this thing is cooking. It's going really well. And I think this conclusively says that Scotty did a half decent job building the motor. I mean, let's face it, we slapped this thing together in what, 2 days? It has been a massive week. And the motor, what, did 650 horsepower at the tyres. It's now gone 905 at 152 mile an hour. It's done good. It has been such a week that I'm just flabbergasted. However, we know what the problem is with the car. It needs a 2-step. The problem being that, like, when you try and hold the RPM at the start line and release the button, you've got to kind of time your mashing of the pedal, because otherwise you cook the converter. So what we need to do is set up a 2-step, which you can do with a factory ECU. So we need to set that up so that way we can mash the button, mash the pedal, and then when we release the button, we've got full throttle right there and the thing will launch like a demon. I mean, we did a 131 60 foot. That was pretty cool, and it stood up, but getting the timing right to do that sort of launch is very tricky. The other problem is we've almost lost the drogue off our chute. There's 4 straps that hold the drogue to the parachute, and the drogue is the part that pops out and pulls the parachute out. We've got 1 strap left. So if the drogue don't deploy and pull the chute out, there's no chute. And it's dark and we have no headlights. So there's a lot of sketchiness there, and while we do specialise in sketchy, that's probably a little bit too sketchy for us. So we have to replace the drogue on the chute, hook up a 2-step, maybe we'll go a bigger turbo so we can get some more power out of it and get it ready for some of that slam. But you're going to see all that on a future episode of Carnage.